Yes, hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss our newest project called Happy Hour Pal, and it's basically an application which allows you to look at happy hour deals in your area using Google Maps technologies. So to get started, because we only have 10 minutes to talk about this project, um, this is the agenda is going to be a brief introduction about Happy Hour Pal, and then we're going to go over the current project team members and their responsibilities. We're also going to discuss the stakeholders of this project, and finally, we're going over the product features and the implementation time for this project. So, so basically, Happy Hour is a application which allows you to look at happy hour deals, and it's basically installed on your smartphone and allows you to basically gather happy hour special deals within your area. The official site is happyhourpal.com, and it was uh, initially done by Carrie and Brandon Bernard, who founded Happy Hour Pal in 2013. So I was part of the project team, and I just wanted to go over this project now. So the basic technology is that it relies on this concept of iBeacon technology. So iBeacon are basically devices which are installed on restaurants, and it allows you to keep track of the users which enter restaurants, and it collects various information such as the market data segment of the users. Um, Happy Hour HHP itself is a free application, and it can be downloaded on your iPhone or your Android device. And basically, restaurants would pay a subscription fee to be listed on this application. In terms of the data analytics side, um, you can basically hook up this iBeacon technology onto your device, and it allows you to gather information such as customer drinking habits and also um, like various demographics. So all of this is very useful information which we can collect. So our mission in this team kickoff meeting is basically to integrate iBeacon into our application and like build it from scratch. So we have this iBeacon technology, and then we want to leverage this to build an application which allows us to collect user information. So this is the high level overview. Um, basically, brief before I get into more details of the product itself, I'll go over the people who are part of this team kickoff meeting. So first of all, like the first one is AlexanderSharma, which is so that's me. So I'm basically responsible for the whole vision of the system. I'll be responsible for the development activities, the business and technical services aspects, and also I'll look into key strategic project priorities. So I basically will look into the both the technical feasibility of the project and also the budgeting side of the project, and also the architecture. So yeah, basically I will be able to translate the business requirements into technical specifications, and I'll do hands-on particip- participation in all the development activities. To go further, like people who will support me will be Ron Artest and Barn Harrison, who are both seasoned Java developers, and they'll be responsible for the business needs. So basically, ensuring that the applications are developed on time and thoroughly tested. Finally, we have Harold, who's the QA manager, and his responsibility will be to ensure that the service levels and quality control standards are being met throughout the application. Yeah, so this is the internal team. In terms of the external team, we have Derek Logan, who is the angel investor. So he will be responsible for the funding of the application. I will also work closely with him. And then finally, we have vendors for our web hosting solution, which is Helmut Schmidt. And he's the principal architect for the web hosting of the application, and Richard Berner, who's the iBeacon heads of operations. So we will closely work with with these external vendors, and we're happy to have them on our team. Okay, so I'm going to, due to time constraints, briefly go over the high-level features. So you have the ability to log in. This can be done through Facebook or email registration. Then the most important part is part 2, where you basically have the ability to find happy hour deals within your current GPS location. The application itself has a search box where you can input the restaurant or bar you're interested in, and it has a pre-populated list of recent bar searches which are close to you. And then you basically have to, let's say you live in Harrisburg and you want to see happy hour deals, you would simply type in your zip code or like the cross street, and it basically populates the results with all the happy hour deals. Further, like once you click on a specific bar, you get additional information. So you would have the name and the address of the location. Also, you have pictures of the happy hour deals. Also directions of how to get there, and you also have the ability to check into an application. So we're integrating with Facebook and Foursquare to allow you to check into different restaurants. And the whole purpose is to make this very social media friendly. So you can basically tweet, for example, to your friends that you have recently checked into a bar. And we're also planning on part of the product, we're planning to build a recommendations engine, and also a recommendations like a reward system. So if you invite your friend, you would receive credit as well. Yeah, so that's the gist of the application. It allows you to basically look for happy hour deals in your area, and then you can invite friends and you receive points for that. So this is a very high level introduction. Now there's not much time, but this is the implementation milestone. So for this project, we're the deadline. So we're trying to complete the project by January 30th of 2017, and this kickoff start date is basically like we're going to kick off with our start date, and then we're going to try to implement the solution. Basically, by October we have like milestone 2 ready, which is the milestone 2 allows you to do basic integration of Google Maps. So this is basically the timeline here. So if you can quickly look at this, and then I'm going through all the milestones on the next page. So yeah, so basically milestone 1 would be you have to create a login form, and then milestone 2 is you have the page where you integrate with Google Maps. So that's milestone 2. And then milestone 3 would be the restaurant and info display features. So it allows you to show pictures of the restaurants. Milestone 4, which is December 10th, would be check-in and sharing engine. So this is when you check into a restaurant, and then you can share information once you have checked in. And then milestone 5, which is probably going to be the most difficult part, will be the recommendations rewards engine. There we use concepts such as basically getting rewards, and if your friends basically check in, and you would receive rewards. So this implementation timeline is what we are trying to, that's our vision, but obviously depending on the task and the complexity, we might need to change this timeline. So thank you everyone for coming here, and please let me know if you have any questions and concerns, and we can discuss this after the presentation. Thank you.